Wisdom Wednesday, and we're on. This is my third one, I think, and I'm just waiting for everyone to join in. All my beautiful peeps in this beautiful community that we've created together. And I'm so curious to know how everyone's doing. Malhar Singh, you are the first one. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, my love. How are you? How is everyone doing? I'm Lore. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? So many amazing names, so many that I recognize. You're finally early, Shadow Wolf Adventures. How are you? Tell me, how are you doing in the chat? What's going on? What's happening? Where are you in the world? What questions do you have? What do you want to talk about? Last week, I was in a very different place. I was very emotional and tired. And today I feel energized, happy, ready to give, ready to serve. And so that's what we're doing right now. From California. Can we get a yeah, boy? Yeah, boy. You guys are awesome. Boy. Papa's here in the background.
Here, checking
messages, and the kids are going to join in a little later. They're going to come in and say hello. So what's going on, everyone? From Iran. Wow. Thank you, Ali, for being here. So what's happening, everyone? What's going on in your world, in your part of the world? Chicago, Philippines. What are you feeling? What are you thinking? What are your questions? What do you want to talk about? I'm resting from a stress fracture in my left foot. Victoria, I hope you feel better. Sending lots of love to your foot. Happy Wisdom Wednesday. Courageous Comics. Daniel's in the house.
Hey.
It's been raining a lot in Chicago. We've gotten a lot of rain too, actually. It's really muddy here. Not looking forward to the snow, I'll be honest with you. Hi, James. All right, I'm not seeing any questions yet. What do you want to talk about? Last week, I touched upon the show Made and a little bit of my own history with domestic violence, of everything that I was feeling. I was really, really emotional last week, but today I am in a much happier place. I had an incredible coaching session with someone who I've met 3 times now, and the change has been astronomical, and it was really amazing to see. Malhar Singh, how do you deal with anger? So I think the first thing to recognize is that we all feel angry, and being angry is okay. It's a natural emotion. I think that anger actually is a good sign to let us know where our boundaries are and what it is that triggers us. So I think that when we are angry, we just have to understand that that's part of being a human being and start to evaluate what's behind the anger. Because sometimes what's behind the anger is actually sadness. And so you have to start peeling back the layers to figure out what that is. But definitely when I get angry, I need to stop and just pause so that I don't get myself into any trouble of saying or doing something that might actually get me into trouble. And so what I would suggest is breathe. When I am really angry, like if someone cuts me off driving, I will actually hold my breath. This is something that I've noticed I just do automatically. I'll hold my breath and then I'll let it go, and I feel so much better, and that anger now has dissipated. It's gone away. I've been able to evaluate my own anger, what I'm feeling, and I also do not allow other people's anger to get inside of me and affect me. So a lot of stuff there to process, but I think just understanding that it's normal. And sometimes it's actually good because you recognize where your values are and what you want to fight for in this world. I think that we all have different passions, different things that we're fighting for in terms of freedom, children, feminism, women's rights, equality, the environment, poverty. So what is it that triggers you? And that's where you know where your trauma or your values lie. What do you do when you get stressed? Zoya Sa. So I practice a lot of mindfulness. I bring myself back to the present moment, telling myself I'm okay, breathing. Exercise for me is imperative. I have to exercise 30 minutes every morning, not to look good or anything like that, but movement is very, very important to me to help me process stress. So whether it's like exercise, dancing, running, walking, I go on a lot of walks in nature. That also helps me. Getting a lot of sleep, surrounding myself with good, positive people, like-minded people, and having a positive outlook on life, because life can sometimes be dark and desolate, and recognizing that I have a responsibility in the way that I see the world. And even though I can get sad at times, I need to pull myself out of that hole and bring myself back to the present and recognize that life has both light and dark and that you need both for balance. Greetings from Mexico. Thank you, Martha. Thank you so, so much. Okay, Noodles, I laugh too much during class and try to calm myself down and can't. How can I try to do that? Oh, I've had those moments, I remember, where you're like laughing uncontrollably and you can't stop. That's awesome. You know what? Keep laughing. Keep laughing. Keep seeing the joy in world. Keep connecting to joy because we need more of that. So don't muffle that laughter. Do more of it, and it might actually start, a trend in the people around you, because we can't take life too seriously. I think that we do. We take life so seriously, and then, we need to feel that lightheartedness and recognize that we're only here for a short time and we need to laugh. So do it more. Absolutely. Obviously not to get in trouble with your teacher, but there's a time and a place. From Guyana, Fizal, wow. Hola linda, gracias Aldebarán, Brasil. From Houston. James, have you ever went bowling? Yes, I love bowling, actually. I really, really love bowling, and I miss it with all the stuff that's happened with the pandemic and all the changes in this world. That's one thing that I definitely miss. I don't even know if the bowling alleys are open, but that's definitely one of my favorite things to do. Celeste, how do you get hooked on exercise? I want to keep falling off the wagon. I know how good I feel afterwards, but can't stick to it. Celeste, I am right there with you. We all fall off the wagon, so don't be too hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up. I have my days where I might not exercise for 2, 3, 4 days because I'm in a funk, I'm in darkness, I'm in depression. But it has to be where you adapt this new behavior, where it becomes so second nature that it's like walking or eating or breathing. It's second nature to you, so that you cannot actually do your day without giving yourself 20 minutes or 30 minutes or 40 minutes to move your body. Because we do need to move our body for a variety of reasons. You don't want your body to get so stiff that every time you move now, something hurts, your knees, it can be whatever. And that can create disease in your body. And so I really believe that movement is so important, however way you enjoy it. So some people love to run. I've taken up tennis. I'm really big on tennis now. I love it. And try to connect with people that share that same passion so you can hold each other accountable. And so try to get to that point where now it's not a chore anymore. You love it. And you start to see the results, whether it's that you run up a flight of stairs and you're not breathing heavily, or you can run with your kids, or whatever it is, you're going to start to see changes in your body, and you're going to feel so strong because of it. And I believe that a strong body and a strong mind will help you to get through the tough times in life and make you more resilient. Pauline, thank you so much. Your hair looks great today. Actually, we filmed a video today that we're posting on Friday.
Secret.
Okay, it's a secret. Papa just told me it's a secret. I can't say anything about it, but we were outdoors. So my hair's a little, is it manky? Is that the word?
That's what Gabby says.
Is that a bad word?
I don't know.
It's not a bad word, is it? I'm always so careful of what I say on these things because it's live, and
You never know.
some people are so ready to jump on people if you say or do the wrong thing. But yeah, thank you so much.
It's so funny to hear that.
But after this, I'm going straight to take a shower. Let's see here. I'm Laura. I really do need some advice or like encouragement to do some school stuff. Do it, my love. Do it. Do it because it's good for you, just like eating healthy, just like going to school, whatever it is, it's going to pay off in the end. Education is something that it's so necessary because no matter what in life, you will have that piece of paper, that degree, that diploma that just puts you in another category. Not that you're better than anyone else. It's just you've done the work. You did the work where you put in X amount of time, X amount of years to achieve something. You completed it. You did it. And you're walking away as a better person. And now you're going to share whatever it is that you learned with the world. Like I remember at my convocation for university, that was the message at our graduation was take what you've learned and go out now and serve the world. And I'll never forget that message. And I've been trying to live up to that ever since that day. Are there kids here or are there just grown-ups? There's everyone here, Samantha. That's one of the things that we love about our family, about our audience, is that we appeal to young people, to parents, to grandparents. We've been in supermarkets where where grandparents will stop us saying, my grandkids introduced me to you guys. I love you so much. Thanks for what you do. And then there's small kids who will run up to us and want hugs. And the parents are like, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. And we're like, your kids are watching us. You should probably know who we are. And so we really, really appreciate all of you, each and every one of you. You are the reason why we are here. And that's the reason why I love to do stuff like this. Is it's just another way to give back, to be here to serve you, to let you know that if you're going through a dark time, you're not alone. We all go through dark times. This world can be painful, but it can also be beautiful. And we need to connect with each other and create a community where we love each other and we're there for each other. It's so important. Pauline from France. De la France. Bonjour, Pauline. Comment ça va? Tout va bien? Woo! Love French. What do you teach yourself to be a good mother? Dark bringer or bringer? Dark. What do you teach yourself to be a good mother? So what I did when my children were born was I tried to every moment be very mindful. So live in the moment without like living in the past or in the future, and trying to be the kind of person that I needed when I was a kid. And so trying to be that role model, that guide, that coach, that protector that I needed that I didn't have, because there's no playbook for being a parent. And for those of us who had a traumatic childhood or who maybe didn't have, the parent role models that we wish we would have had, it's a guessing game. And for me, what I did every moment of the day was to really listen to my heart. And I loved my children so much. I wanted the best for them. And so it was really listening to my gut and my intuition saying, this is what's good. This is what I wish I would have had. And I'd like to think it paid off. I think that my kids are amazing human beings and doing incredible things in the world. And so I think that's what it is. It's bringing yourself to the present moment, not your trauma, what you have experienced, all the noise that's in your world, what's going on the planet right now. It's really connecting to yourself, your role today, and with this precious, innocent human being that's in front of you, that everything that you do and say, they are witnessing and they are going to mimic. So understanding that responsibility that you have to this precious, precious human being. A lot of people are saying hi to Papa B.
Hello. Hello. I'm off to the side here.
Robbie Ganea. Robbie Ganea. How do you deal with depression? Because I really need to know because of things in life that have happened. Sweetheart, I'm there with you. Depression is a reality for many of us. And I know depression very, very well. And so if you are in a really bad place, please speak to someone. Please get help. Speak to your family physician. If you need medication, get medication. Therapy, I highly recommend whatever therapy that you need. Like I've gone for therapy. Papa and I have gone for marriage therapy. Like there are people who are there to serve us and our mental health needs, and 100% tap into that if you need it. Unfortunately, it is expensive. You know, it would be wonderful in this world if therapy was free for all of us. If I was the president of the world, I would make it free. But I think that a lot of it is, what is your situation in life? Who are the people that are around you? And so I can tell you that the times in my life when I have been the most depressed, I had toxic people around me that were actually putting me in this awful place that I couldn't climb out of, that I had to get out of. And so I had to eliminate a lot of those toxic people around me so I can get to a place where I can be healthier in my mind and have a healthier mindset. So definitely, if you are feeling sad, don't be silent. The more you talk about it, the more you share your story, the more that you will find people that can help you heal, get to a point where you'll start to feel better. But it takes time, so be patient with yourself. Blue Bear Gamer saying hello to you. Is Papa becoming to Chile? Things are getting very messed up over here. I know, Wilson, things are messed up everywhere, unfortunately, in the world. And that is definitely something that we want to do, is go to Chile. We want to go to Uruguay. We want to show our kids our homelands, our countries, so we can show them the beauty of where they come from. But we're waiting to see what happens with all of this that's happening in the world. It just seems like it's a messy time. And so we are trying to wait and see, hopefully praying for clarity. Can we just all, unite and just manifest goodness and clarity and hope for the future? We need that now more than ever. We need that in our leaders, in our politicians. We need for people to stand up for all that is good and right in this world, and to bring us back together as a civilization, as a world, as a human family. So yeah, I'm hopefully soon. Hugs from Montreal. Solcito, how are you? So many beautiful names that I recognize. I see you. Thank you so much. Thanks, Samantha. You really give good advice. You know what? It's lived experience. Obviously, I read a lot of books. I have also done a lot of therapy in these last 15 years, but there is a lot to be said about lived experience. When you have gone through so much and now you're at a position where I've done that. I survived that. I'm a survivor. That, I can tell you all about it because I've been there, I've done it. And that's what I want to do now, is share my experience, my wisdom, my knowledge, what works, what I have found doesn't work, so that you can all surpass me and achieve your highest dreams and goals for life. That would make me so happy. And so that's why I do this. I love it. I've been blessed with what we've been able to do the last 10 years as the AB family. It has brought us this human family, this worldwide human family. It's incredible. And we just want you to know that we're here for you and we love you, and that you're all super special to us. Thank you. How was your day? It was awesome. Thank you, Toast Pog. It was amazing. I was able to connect with this beautiful group of women that I've met in my community, and we played some tennis and we had some lunch together. And connecting with women, for me, who are like-minded. I love strong women. I love strong, powerful, empowered women. It just feeds my heart and my soul. And then we were able to film a video with my family. So that was amazing. And then we had some McDonald's for dinner, which was also amazing. We don't have it all the time, but when we do, got to tell you, love those Big Macs. I'm not going to lie. We have a lot of healthy food all the time, but
we balance.
It's all about balance. So there you go. I don't have avocados and quinoa every single day.
No.
We love our pizza and our treats and our ice cream and cinnamon buns.
We're mixing it up.
We do. Let's see here. Karina and Eva and Maria, does Papa B have any advice on losing weight? My husband is trying to lose some weight.
Ooh.
Do you have any advice?
You want me to come in?
Sure.
Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm gonna reach over here. So I can't say that there's like one specific way to lose weight. I was fairly heavy a few years ago. I had to lose weight. I wasn't feeling very healthy. And what helped me was to cut out the sugar in my life. So I was drinking a lot of soda, a lot of 2-liter bottles of pop, Coca-Cola. So I cut that out and I started focusing on drinking more water and reducing the amount of sugar. So I have a big sweet tooth. So I used to eat a lot of chocolates and drink a lot of soda. I cut that down. That helped me out a lot. And exercising every day, well, at least 5 days a week for 20 to 30 minutes, whether it's jogging or whether it's like a brisk walk, it's very important for your heart rate to go up, for you to move your body. And I also reduced bread and rice. I used to love eating bread and rice, and I reduced that. I didn't eliminate it. I just balance it out. So once in a while, yeah, I'll have some bread, I'll have a burger, but it's all about balance. So I just found the things that I was eating a lot of that you really shouldn't be eating too much of, and I reduced it, and that helped.
But don't deny yourself, because I find that when we deny ourselves, like I can't eat that, I want that even more.
Yeah.
So like today we had apple fritters. I had an apple fritter. And then, knowing that I had an apple fritter, I had McDonald's, I treated myself because we're living on this planet and there are all these amazing foods. But guess what we're going to have tomorrow is I'm going to go back and make sure that we have lots of vegetables and fruits and healthy stuff and salad,
Soups,
proteins,
soups.
lean proteins. And so it's about really having that balance where, okay, you treated yourself today. Good for you. Do it. Enjoy. And don't feel guilty about it. But now tomorrow we're going to get back on the wagon and, being mindful of what we're putting into our bodies, because food is fuel. Whereas I think that we've grown up in a culture where food is treats. It's like a treat. And, you did that good. Let's get a cake. Let's get a lollipop. Let's get all that ice cream. And so now food is no longer for nutrition and energy. It's all of these like treats and you got these sugary things. And now like food doesn't even look like food anymore. Like if our ancestors came to where we are now and saw what we're eating, they'd probably be like, what even is that? It's processed. It's not real. It's made in a factory. And so try to eat food that resembles what comes from the earth, fruits, vegetables, natural, nature, stuff like that.
And drink lots of water. That's something I didn't do. I didn't drink a lot of water back in the days, but now, so much advice. Do you want me to? I'll step out of the way here, and I'm going to grab the.
Thank you, Josh. I want to tell you that I absolutely love you guys. I think what draws me to you guys most is you are genuine people who absolutely care about and appreciate people. Your impact is felt by everyone. Thank you, Josh. That's what we have wanted from day one. We never set out to be famous. It's actually the opposite. We are very introverted, Papa B and I. We like our privacy. We like to be home. We like quiet. We're not out there, as you can see by the way we dress. Most famous people will, wear flex, like wear really expensive clothing. And, we joke all the time about the game on social media. If you're not famous, there's a way to get famous, which is flex, try to live a life that you may not even be really living, and have really white teeth.
Yes.
Bleach your teeth, have really white teeth, wear really expensive clothes, do your hair and makeup every single moment of the day, because people want, the external, they want beauty, they want, we live in a very materialistic, narcissistic, ego-driven world. And so a lot of people become famous like that. But the problem is that a lot of people look good on the outside, but inside they're a little bit not so good. Empty, rotten.
A little empty.
And so we have tried to keep it real from day one and be super humble and grounded. We know where we came from. We have never lost those values. And we would rather connect with you on that level than be up here and try to feel like we're somehow better than everyone. Absolutely not. We're all the same. we're all going through life in the same way. It may look a little bit different, but we're all going through the same battles and trials and tribulations. And so it's really important for us to connect to each other on a soul level because our souls speak the same language. We may look really different in the world because we live in this class system where, oh, you're a celebrity, you're so much better than everyone else. Here, we have this special box for you. Oh, you're you do this job, or oh, you're, not as valuable. And we see that in the world where there are lives in one side of the world that have more value versus in the other side of the world. And it's unfair, but we all have a role to play so that we are more equal and fair. So we're on a fair and equal playing ground. Thank you, Wilson. I appreciate that. For sure, Alex. The heart is more important than anything else in a person. 100%. I've said that a million times is if you are good looking on the outside, but you're not good looking on the inside, you're ugly. I truly believe that, but we live in this world that is so superficial where we admire people who are not even like they don't even look real on the outside anymore. Everything is fake, everything is altered and modified. And then we wonder why we have so much depression and anxiety is because we are looking at these people as guides. That's what we want to achieve, but we have no idea what these people's realities are. Are they even happy? They may be rich and famous, but they may be even more sad and depressed than we are. We don't know that. And so what I try to teach people, especially in my online coaching, is to take that power back and apply that to yourself. Be the master of your life, be the captain of your ship, and stop focusing on other people and comparing to other people, because this is who you are. You are this beautiful entity, and no one is going to live this life other than you. And be grateful for what you have, and definitely go inward to that heart, like you said, Alex, so beautifully to begin with.
Well said.
Sorry, I can talk a lot.
No, it's amazing. That's amazing.
Should we call the kids in?
Call the kids in. Let me see where
Should we
they're
call
at.
the kids in, everyone?
Let's call the kids in. Let's see where the kids are at. Let's say hello.
Fatima, I have to go start my essay that's due tomorrow. Fatima, you should have started earlier. I'm just kidding. Fatima, good luck with your essay. Please put your heart and soul into it. You'll be so grateful that you did. I remember in school that I loved school. I love education. And whenever I did a really good job, even if I was sleepless and sleep deprived, I loved handing in stuff and knowing that I did everything that I could to get the job done. So please focus on your education. And there is someone behind me right now.
No, there isn't.
Oh.
Good afternoon, boys and girls. Good afternoon, children.
Last week the kids weren't here because they had some stuff to do. But
Hello.
There's like two cameras on.
this one. This one.
Yeah. Yes,
Where's mi papito?
Where's me,
Hey,
papito?
everybody.
No,
The
come on
boy.
this side.
You guys.
Stop.
Oh.
Whoa.
Thank you, Eliza Faye. Thank you so much.
Eliza.
How's it
Oh, I
going,
love
man?
that. See, that's what I love.
Sorry, sir.
Felix Leshy. Leshy? Leshy? Leshy.
Lachey.
Good luck, Fatima. See?
Hey, good luck, Fatima.
That support for each other.
Yes.
I love that. Thank you, Felix. That's
Oh.
beautiful.
Blow up the chat with some good luck, Fatima.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that.
Emilia asks, Mr. B, I still don't know how the frozen muffin tastes like. So, to be honest with you, I don't know what I was thinking when I froze that muffin. The marshmallow tasted very good, but I wasn't in the right state of mind when I put the muffin in the freezer. So it wasn't that good, but the marshmallow was good.
Yeah, the muffin.
Amazing.
Any tips for overthinking?
Ooh.
My mind tends to drift and I feel like I have to have all the answers. Aaron, yes, I'll give you the ending to the story. You don't have to have all the answers.
Yeah. And also let what happens happens, because the universe works in a system and that everything is kind of not set in stone. You mostly decide to choose your path, but just let what happens happens. And just remember, in every obstacle, you've always overcome it. So
Yeah.
whenever you're in a tough situation, you'll always get through it.
And keep bringing yourself back to the present. If you have a overthinking, if that's your thing, is just remind yourself of where you are, that you're safe, and that there are going to be lots of thoughts in the day, but try to decipher what is real, what is not real, what is important right now to focus on, what can be put aside for you to worry about later. And so it's really having that discipline at looking at all your thoughts and saying, this is not important. I got to let this go. And we all have monkey brain. We all have a monkey brain that doesn't stop. And so we have to take charge. We have to self-parent and say, no, I've done this enough. Now I'm going to go for a walk and clear my mind in nature and focus on something else. And so start training yourself, start training the mind that you are the boss of your mind, not the other way around.
And breathing is very important.
And music.
Breathing in music, that definitely helps.
Yep.
I love when you sing Obladi Oblada.
Really, thank you so much.
I,
Thank
I won't
you.
ask you to do a little bit of it, Gabby.
Thank you.
What did I do?
Oh, it's okay. I can fix that.
Oh, thank you. I just got rid of the chat.
The chat's gone for good now. You can't see it ever again.
No. All right, everyone.
chat is back.
Let's take a couple of last
Couple
questions
of last questions.
From the Philippines.
from the Philippines.
Philippines.
Sheila, thank you so much. Love you guys. Thank you, Amelia. We love you too. Thank you, Ryan. You're amazing too.
Shout out to Grant Gamer for being the first Wisdom Wednesday.
Yeah,
Grant-
welcome.
Grant Garner. Thank you so much for joining me. I love to do these, and wherever you are, let me know what is better for you. Is it earlier in the day on a Wednesday? Is it better in the afternoon? Is it better in the evening? You know, I'm very curious to know what works for your schedules. What would you like to see? Is there a link with my online coaching?
Yes, in the description of this video.
In the description of the video, there is a link to my online coaching. You can book a session with me for 1 hour. I have built a community of lovely human beings that I've been meeting with on a regular basis. And we do this, we chat with each other. I help them on their journey to grow and heal and get to the next level. Like I was saying earlier, I met with someone today, and I've met with him 3 times now, and seen the transition of where he was to where he is now was mind-blowing. And obviously the work is all his, because I can coach, but the person on the other side has to receive that information and be willing to change and transform. And the change that I've seen in this person is just mind-blowing. So so we will continue to do these. Let me know, again, what works for you. What kinds of topics do you enjoy? And I'm just grateful that you're all here. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for this family, and I'm grateful for that family.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. And we have a secret video on Friday.
Secret video.
Secret video.
Secret video. Be
Secret
like.
video. That's coming on Friday. So stay tuned for that. And I pinned the link in the top to mamab.tv. That's where you do your one-on-one
to book
coaching
sessions.
sessions. So that's even easier. People can just click in the chat.
Thank you. And I'm going to answer this question from Wilson Lopez. Not long ago, you said you wanted to stay away from social media. I'm happy you're back. But what was the reason you returned? Did you hear about the Instagram for kids? What do you think about it? Do you know about Instagram for kids?
Are they actually launching that, or are they still working on it?
I'm not sure.
We're not sure.
That'd
So
be cool.
we don't know anything about Instagram for kids, but you're right. I've had a love-hate relationship with social media because it can be a very, very dangerous, dark place. And we're new to this. Like, I grew up in the 80s and 90s where we didn't have this. We didn't have that accessibility to each other 24 hours a day. And for me, it's always been about protecting my family. And so while I want to serve the world and do everything that I can for others, my number one job is to be a mom and to be there for my children. And so when things got a little bit dangerous or iffy, I wanted to shut everything down. But it's people like everyone in this community that reminded me of why we're doing this. I think that, we are all divinely appointed by God to be in this position as the AB family, to be a light for others, even though we also go through dark times. But it's more recognizing that I have a role to play in healing the world, in healing, ourselves, united as one human family. And I think that's what it is when you feel the pain of others, then you know that you have consciousness, like you are awakened, that you are enlightened, And that is what I believe God has given to me, is this gift where I can get someone and completely transform their mindset and send them away, and they'll feel lighter and happier and more joyful. And so that's why I came back, and I'm gonna be here with my family.
It's nice to see you back. It's nice to see us back. And
Yeah.
That's what we want to do. We want to make everyone laugh. We want to teach whatever we can teach.
Yeah.
Because I think that there's a need for people like us on social media as well. Like, there's so much fake stuff on social media, a lot of stuff that I don't like to see. And so it's about bringing back truth and reality and love and what is good in the world, and infiltrating a system that can be plagued by fakeness and illusion, and putting ourselves in there. So
Yeah.
hi,
Yeah.
Mama B. It's Valentina, the amazing Eddie girl.
Hey.
Valentina, bra, ba, 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 ba. We
your
love
girls.
you. Thank you, everyone. We love you so, so much. And we're so grateful for everything. Thank you for being here. We adore you.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to,
I think that's it for today's
We're gonna
Wisdom
call it a
Wednesday.
night.
Wisdom
Yeah, Wisdom Wednesday.
Make
But-
sure you guys subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell when you go live.
sorry, one last one. Roxy Black, any advice on how to deal with grief? I lost my grandmother 2 weeks ago. Roxy, I'm so sorry for your loss. We are sending you love and hugs and kisses. We're so sorry for your loss in losing your grandmother. I'm sure she's in heaven. And I believe, how do I deal with grief? I believe that when we leave this earth, we go back home. We go to a better place. And that is how we have to see it, is that we go back to be with God. We go back to be with where we came from, with our natural essence. And so our time here on earth is short. And so that's how I deal with it, is I look at the positives, that your grandmother's going back home. And she's going to watch over you and protect you and send her love to you and guide you, you know, and you're going to feel her presence in different ways. You will feel her, you will sense her, and hopefully you have many beautiful memories to carry you forward. We love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Have an amazing evening wherever you are. And from my heart to yours, namaste. I love you. Be well, be kind, be safe, and be good to each other.
See you later. I
See
love you
you
guys
soon.
so much.
We love you.
Mwah. I love you so much, guys.